Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about guys like us. Okay, so today I'm just doing a lot of driving. In fact, this weekend I'm doing a lot of driving. You know, the kids are getting out of university in the UK all at the early part of December so they could test everybody before they send them home. So this weekend I did a long 4-hour drive yesterday, and I've got about another 4-hour drive today. So I stop at services, you know, as I do. That's a part of being a dad, is you make all these drives. And I've been thinking about something. First of all, recently I've been thinking about a Krispy Kreme, which I nearly got inside, but I didn't. So I passed on that. Good for me. Right. So anyway, but what I've been thinking about is the term guys like us. It's a phrase I never use, or people like us, or guys like us, or people like, you know, this. I've heard this a few times throughout my life and throughout my career. And I remember the last time somebody said it to me. Well, they may have said it a few times since then, but I shrug it off. But the time that it really, really bothered me, I was once working in a investment bank. I was doing some contract work, and we had a consultant come in. And the consultant didn't really know anybody, so he hung around me a lot, and we kind of hung out a bit, which was kind of nice. You know, we became a bit friendly. But he started saying things like, he started grouping us together, like, guys like us don't get those kind of opportunities, or guys like us get overlooked for promotion, and every time he did it, it bothered me. It bothered me that he was lumping himself with me, because part of me was just agreeing with him because I'm agreeable, I'm nice, whatever. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess guys like us don't do this, right? And the more I started saying guys like us, the more I started putting myself into his position, right? And I had to stop and take myself out of it and remind myself that I'm not the same as this guy. In fact, I'm not the same as a lot of the people that I work with. Like, his whole thing was, that was his end game. He wanted to become a consultant, and when I asked about what he wants to do in the future, he didn't really have an answer. It was just like whatever comes along, and I kind of saw that contract as being a stepping stone to where I wanted to go. And it was really hard sometimes to justify that to myself, because every time he would say guys like us, I started to lump myself in with him. And I think when we start to do that, when we go from guys like us or people like us, then it goes to people like me. Like, so people like me don't have those kind of opportunities. People like me don't have the motivation to do that. People like me, whatever, because you start to look at the people around you, and the people that you group yourself with or group themselves with you, they're not achieving the results that you want. So why on earth would you? And that's, I guess, the basis of imposter syndrome. So it's one of the things that I never say. I never say people like us, right? I never say, you know, there was one time in one of the videos where I said to somebody, hey, you're not one of them, you're one of us. And I've been thinking about that recently too, because, you know, you should never lump yourself in with somebody else, and you should never allow yourself to be lumped in with somebody else, especially for those of you guys out there who are trying to do your own apps and you're trying to do your own thing, or you're trying to get from one point to another, and you're surrounded by people who maybe don't have the same kind of motivation that you have, right? And the more they start to, you know, whether it be family or friends or your surrounding circle, the more they start to say, oh, people like us, and it could be like people from San Diego, people from my high school, people from my family, people in my group of friends, people the place I happen to be working, when they start to lump you in a certain group and say, hey, we all have the same kind of identity, it might feel good at the time because you have that sense of community. But ultimately, it's up to us to move ourselves out of that and constantly be evolving and stuff like that. I know this is a bit rambly. I've just been thinking about it. I'm never going to use that phrase again. People like us, guys like us, and I don't, for the most part. But I won't let anybody else use it with me, and don't let anybody else use it with you, and don't even think it, right? Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. It's a bit of rambling today, but, you know, it's kind of what this channel is. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you haven't subscribed, if you're interested, please subscribe and like, etc. Have a good day. Talk to you guys later.